Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 22 of Direwolf20's Sky Factory 4 Let's Play series, where I'm preparing to continue to make this area a little bit better. It's the plan, at least. It's the plan. We're going to see what happens. So last episode, we got this in place, right? With the possibility to expand the hopping bonsai area a little bit as needed. What I'm going to work on today, I've already copy-pasted my red prints so we can import all the, smeltables, and we can import all the non-smeltables into this chest, right? So theoretically, I do this, and I do this, and everybody starts moving and grooving. How cool is that? And because they're filtered on what's allowed in there, that's pretty cool, right? Oh, that's right, you need power, don't you? So you're going to bounce a little bit, and then you're not going to have power. For now, this is a temporary solution, just to get power in there. So here's the thing. Remember last episode, I showed you this really cool block? It doesn't work so well with mechanism machines. That's the downside to that really cool block. It doesn't work so well with mechanism machines. So what we'll probably wind up doing is trying to get Signalum relatively soon, so that we can, and I should be able to get it at this point, because I should have the melter that I need for it. If I can get Signalum going, then we should be cool, right? And then this thing is all doing its job again. That's awesome. Now what I'd like to do is test getting resources out of this location by way of the following. Let's get out of here. Boom. What I'd like to make from compact machines... Turn this on, please. Mr. Compact Machines, I need a tunnel. And that is a machine block with some redstone and a hopper. Cool. So we're going to get a machine block and some redstone. Bada bing, bada boom. And that should be cool. So you, with redstone all the way around this block, and a hopper, and toss a piece of redstone in. Toss a piece of redstone in. And that gets you a tunnel. Ta-da! How neat is that, huh? Tunnels for days. So that's how I'm going to get items in and out of that compact machine. So we're going to test to see how well that works. Because I think it'll work, but we just have to make sure it works. Because there's questions that I have as to what works and what doesn't work with the whole compact machine tunneling thing. I don't know if applied energistics cabling will go through a tunnel. I really have no idea. We're going to find out. I'm hoping it will, but maybe not. But what I'm thinking is we could just stick an import bus right on the bottom of this dude. Right? So what we could do, right, is have an ME import bus right on the bottom. So if we popped into here... And as a temporary measure, and this might make a little bit of a mess because I have to get... No, I can do this without moving anything. We can stick a tunnel here. And that's going to be tunneled down. Right? So now the bottom of the compact machine should give access to that chest. I think. So now we break this fancy glow block. We throw an import bus. Excuse me for a moment. Right here. Do we have any more cables by chance? I'm thinking probably not. Oh, we have a few. Boom. And then the question therein becomes, are we pulling resources out of that chest? Well, would you look at that? How cool is that? How cool is that? How cool is that? Right? And then the same thing can be done for wood if we want to. Right? We can whitelist wood in our retriever, and that should allow wood now to all of a sudden start making its way into this chest. And then that will be also imported into the applied energistics system. Right? Look at that. Quartz, bone block, everything's cooking pretty well. Right? And any smeltables get processed and sent through, right? This is not the end of the world having these leadstone ducts there. We could make it a little bit more efficient if we wanted to, but I mean, that actually does work, right? Ain't broke, don't fix it kind of thing. We might need to speed upgrade the import. What we might need is like a stack upgrade or a speed upgrade or something. Is stack upgrade a thing in applied energistics? No, but accelerations could be a thing. Bing, that'll help. Right, and that should be cool. And that should make things just import all the faster, right? Boom. See? It's like a stack at a time, I believe. Cool, so anything that goes in this chest now is imported into the applied energistics system. How great is that? So now I want to move this thing down there, because this is our overflow of resources, right? And to be fair, I'm going to put away all this stuff. Well, I'll probably need my item duct still, to be fair. The filters, I don't think we need that. The furnaces, no. The hoppers, the tunnels, the sticks. The carrot juice I'm going to hang on to. The white plastic glow blocks. Most of these things we don't necessarily need at the moment, because I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen when I break this bad boy. Okay, today we learned what happens when we break that bad boy. Right? We missing one? There it is. Yeah, I expected to have a full inventory worth of wooden crates, and rightly so, we did. Cool. Okay, so over here, we're going to position you intelligibly. And then all these guys, so that overflows can happen, right? And remember, if these barrels fill up, which they eventually may, what's going to happen is it's just going to void any excess that happens automatically, because that's how hopping bonsai plants work, right? Any excess overflow equals void. Cool. So we definitely want a vacuum item duct to make sure. And we can remove this thing, by the way, now. Bing. And then we're going to also need to clean up some marble. Wow, look how much marble I have just from, you know, doing all this cool stuff. But we're going to want to vacuum item duct this guy, because we want to make sure that all the resources are definitely making their way over here first, right? So for that, we're going to do that real quick. Cool? So that way, all the resources definitely go there first. Now, if we do this, any overflow resources that fit, like sticks, like glowstone acorns, because we probably filled up glowstone acorns already. That's gold. Right? One of these has got to be glowstone acorn. Yeah, okay, maybe not. Glowstone acorns are a little bit funny about that. What's your setting at? 32 is how much you should be keeping in there. We'll figure it out. We do have a few acorns making their way over here. Those look like iron acorns. They might be overflowing. That might make sense. Yeah, iron acorns overflowing makes sense. Right? We should get some extra resin, for example. So, and leaves and saplings and anything else will wind up just voiding. Right? Now, if we wanted to be extra careful, what we could do... Oh, crash. And we're back. If we wanted to be extra careful, what we could do is make another one of these fancy big chests. Do we still have one of those? 288 slots, right? And that's an empty chest. So what we could do is bring this down there and have any overflow make its way into there, right? So to do that, basically, we would want an item duct like this. That doesn't do this, and then this guy here. So things will try to go here first because of the distance rules, and then anything that flows over would wind up in here. And then once this chest fills up, it would start voiding, right? So things like leaves and saplings, and we can just kind of see what kind of stuff is making its way in here. That's otherwise getting voided, right? And if we wanted to, we could technically like set up a filter with a blacklist for some of the leaves, right? But we'll see. You get the idea though, right? So that is pretty cool. Now, if we want to access this stuff, which we might, you know what we can use? I'll tell you what we can use. Simple storage. Where'd my simple storage stuff go? I didn't void it, right? I wouldn't have voided it. Where'd my simple storage stuff go? What did I do with it? Did I put it somewhere? What did I do with my simple storage stuff? 100% thought that I just dropped it in my AE system, but I'm not seeing it there. Storage network. Oh, no, it's there. It's just not showing up when I do @simple. Well, that's cool. Storage link cable. I mean, technically, this is all we need, right? I pop into here, and I do you, and you. And then, boom, I have access to all the things, right? So this is all the stuff that's being stored in here. Cool. I like it. I like it, right? And here's all the overflow junk, right? And any overflow junk will wind up... This is what would have been voided, right? This would have been voided chest, right? And eventually this chest will fill up, and then the items that are in there already will start voiding. So this is kind of like a backup chest, just to make sure that we're not, missing anything that we actually care about drop-wise, right? So overall, I think this is pretty cool, right? So now we have literally an entire block dedicated to this. Now, the other thing I wouldn't mind is automating the solidifier in here, right? So this is the thing that allows us to make obsidian out of sticks, right? So let's get another cauldron. Let's get another torch. Let's get another mechanical user thingy, automated user from Cyclic. Come on, bro. Do I have a hopping bonsai that is a blue slime sapling of some kind? That's a blue slime sapling. What do you produce in the bonsai? Okay. I feel like we should have a bonsai tree of these. Ow, what? Who, what now? Where did you come from? Hey, hey. Hey. Do. Easy peasy. Now, can I make better slimy dirt or not yet? I don't think so. That might be gated behind stuff. I think it is, right? It's in the prestige points? Yes. Upgrade slime sapling, bonsai growth rate, blue slime dirt. For 1 prestige point? I'm gonna skip it. I'm gonna conserve my prestige points, right? I'm gonna be Mr. Responsible and conserve my prestige points here, right? So you, sir, can do this, and this, and this, and that, right? And you'll get me some green slime saplings, or green slime blocks. Right? Do we have any slime in here? No, just that. Okay, so we're totally gonna need another mechanical user type thing, right? Because we're short 1 slime block for that. But the rest of the stuff we can prepare, right? Because we need a dispenser, not a dropper, and we need the obsidian. So yeah, that's cool. The 3 magma cream and the blaze rod, or the blaze dust. And then as soon as this thing grows once, we should, statistically, chance speaking, have the user. So it's going to be that. We're also going to want a cobblestone generator, right? So let's get some buckets. Because I would like to fully automate obsidian production and do that in here. So I can put my obsidian production inside my compact machine as well, right? All right. Cobblestone generator. And I don't know what tier I need it to be. I'm just going to make what's convenient, which is diamond. And that's probably way more than we need, right? So did you grow? Did you get me a slime ball? You did. You're great. Good job, slimy sapling. You're the best. Which means my user's ready. So there's your cyclic user. We might want another one of those remote doohickeys, but we'll see. We probably don't need it, because remember, we're not using 2 of our packagers. So we can use the GPS for those 2 packagers on the mechanical user thing, and that should be fine. So this is going to generate cobble, place it in the cauldron, melt it into lava, pipe it into the solidifier. So we need an extractor pipe. Right, to pipe it into the solidifier, and then we're also going to want an exporter, storage export cable, to export sticks from the simple storage network into the solidifier. And while we're at it, we could do speed upgrades to make it go a little faster. And then finally, we probably want a few more item ducts to transfer the obsidian. So we're going to want a servo, bada bang, to take that going. All right, so that should be fun. So let's do that. Let's set that up. That should be cool, right? So ultimately, we're going to want a reinforced retriever to add obsidian to that list, right? So that obsidian can be retrieved, right? So watch this fun time. So over here is where I'm going to build this a little bit, and hopefully this all works, right? So we're going to want our, and I'm just spitballing how this is going to work out, our cauldron here. We're going to want, if I wanted to keep this compact, which I kind of do, I can't just like, no, because this, yeah, no, it only goes above, right? So we're going to want you here. We're going to want the automated user here, right? So that should be doing that. We can borrow a GPS that's not bound to anything. I think you're bound to this guy, right? 341.12, 341.10, 11, 12. So that's actually bound to this one, right? So that's not the one we want to get. We want to get 341.10, which is this guy. We're going to bind him to that guy and give him some power. Hear that cool stuff happening? Cool. You know what else we're going to want? So the fact that we hear it happening means that we don't want to hear it happening. So we're going to want a muffler. Cool. And we're going to do that, and this. Cool. Bing. Compact machines are a cool mod, dudes. I'm just saying. Right? So now we've got that happening. Right? So we're going to blacklist, and we're going to add recent machine enrichment, armor equipped generic. I think that one for sure. And we'll figure out what other sounds happen in a minute. So then we're going to want our solidifier to probably sit. You hear that noise? That's the noise we don't want to hear. Empty lava. Cloth place? I don't think we have to worry about that. Or button click. Yeah. Cool. And then storage export cables for sticks, like that. Cool. And then speed upgrades means that it does that. How cool is this? Okay. Ta-da! We're making obsidian automated. How cool is that? How cool is that? Now, I wouldn't mind. It's a little frustrating that this is going to be a mess, so I might move him over to here so that this can happen, right? And that's going to bounce somewhere, but it'll eventually find its way. So that should be extracting obsidian. Cool. And items should not be allowed in here because this is going to keep a full inventory of sticks. But you know what we should do? Just to be safe, we should get another filter and put obsidian on it so that only obsidian is allowed to be inserted or extracted from that thing. And we have, you know, I can do harden filter. That's fine. We can use that one. And we just add obsidian here. Bing. Whitelist obsidian. So now obsidian's the only thing allowed to be interacted with in this thing. How cool is that, right? And all of our obsidian will eventually make its way over to here, where obsidian will be sucked into the A system. So now we just automated obsidian. How cool is that? I love it. I love it. Super straightforward, right? Super cool, right? And all of our sticks now are going into here, right? How great is that? How great is that? And this is all your overflow stuff, right? So we're gonna have like extra saplings. That'll be nice, right? And Obsidian just, you know, doing its thing, being retrieved all the way over to here. That is cool, dudes. That is cool. Could I get ender pearls going in a similar way? Now, I wish I could store obsidian in this thing. I don't think that's going to work out, because we're going to need a lot of it. But over time, we're just going to start having like a real lot of it. So we should have more obsidian showing up. See, 43 turned into 44. How cool is that? And in a moment, it turns into 45, and it's going to keep on turning, right? So should I, and I'm thinking I should I make another shipping container? I think I should. I think we're going to do that. And I'll tell you why we're going to do that. We're going to do that because iron times 6 in an enrichment chamber, is it? The reason we're going to do that is because, like obsidian, we will probably run into other resources in the future that we want to keep large amounts of and not clog up the AE system with. Right, so having another shipping container here is probably going to be probably going to be a good move for us, right? Boop. And then we can just, you know, hook this guy right back up the way he was with his storage bus, which we still even have on us, right? So you're going to be priority 10, cabled up. Cool. And then we can have a barrel or a drum, whatever that is, wooden barrel thingy of obsidian with that key guy. Right? So then we pick this up. We put him in here. We take all our obsidian out. So theoretically, all new obsidian should be showing up in here. See how there's 1 already? Should turn into 2 in a moment. Boom. Cool. We take all our obsidian out of the system, we put it back in, and now it's 65 that's in here, 66, because we just got one. Cool? So now we have a large amount of extra storage space for things that are going to eventually become large amounts of stuff. And I don't need that guy anymore, right? Because he was for wood. Right. His purpose was for wood. So we can get a sooty pillar back. And try to keep this pace looking nice. And I already failed. Because I put this... Explain to me what I did wrong here, guys. Am I that much of a derp? Yeah, I think I am. Does that look good? Yeah, that looks good. Right. Perfect. Right. And obsidian goes in here, and just in case we got any obsidian... And that's working. Good, 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 good. That looks good, right? Trying to keep it looking nice. Trying to keep it looking nice, right? So here's my compact machine that's producing all my resources. And any other future automated resource production, like potentially ender pearls in the future, and other things, I've got plenty of room left inside this machine to work with, right? I think that's cool. I think it's awesome. See how awesome that is? Way cleaner than what we had before. And then we can just clean up all this, because this is 100% unnecessary. Right, so we don't have to worry about, you know, the vacuum chest, and we don't have to worry about... So I didn't really understand, like, the auto void thing before. And also we were trying to make sure that we weren't losing any resources, too. Right, so that's all good stuff. Right, so you guys come with me. And I'm going to put... this way. If I cared about the coal and quartz, I could whitelist them on the... retriever thingy, but I don't know that I do. I don't know that I care about that quartz so much. And then in here, wrong thing, we can insert this stuff if any of it has a home, right? Does none of this have a home in there already? Okay, that's fair. Then I'm going to put you all over here. Is that fair? I think that's fair. Yeah, theoretically, we shouldn't be getting any extra diamond and redstone. That should be going into its appropriate locations, right? One of these has, there's diamond. Bing. And then this must be redstone. Yeah, cool. I like it. I like it. I think that's cool. What do you guys think? Feedback? Thoughts? Comments? Let me know what you think in the comments. You know what I want to see. I want to see Dire. That's cool. Or it's compact machines, dude. Dire's finally learning how to compact machine. Yay, Dire. That's what I'm going to hear. That's what I'm going to hear. So here's a question. Can I dupe this? So what happens if I pick up this compact machine, revert the world, and then place down another copy of the same compact machine? Because I know compact machines has no mechanic for compact machine copying from one to the other. So would that just be two places? Two machines that link to the same location in the compact machine world? Or would I get another new compact machine with the one that I break and pick up? That's actually a really good question. I have no idea what would happen if I started a parabox, broke this, reverted the parabox so that this would be back, and then also have one of these in my inventory. Something I might have to test between episodes. I'm afraid to test it, because that might like break things or be fine. Those are your options, and there's probably no middle ground. So you still don't want to just light up the world for me, do you? You want me to have a torch in here. Okay, back in a minute. All right, I'm trying to just clean up the bit. I totally don't remember how the fanciness was done, right? It's a little messy looking, but, you know, it's Dire. What do you expect from me? Hopefully not a whole lot, because you ain't going to get it when it comes to aesthetics. If you want fancy looking structures, copy and paste tool. Look, we have 134 obsidian, yay. So the one other thing we can do now is upgrade to maybe fertile soil and potentially brown mulch. Couple prestige points to do that, but not the prestige points are super hard anymore, right? So fertile soil is going to be a little bit better, and then brown mulch is going to be that much better, right? So brown mulch is just cocoa beans, which we should have some of. Yeah, we have some, right? We don't have a lot of sticks though, but we could make some. Should we have a barrel for sticks? I feel like we should. At the same time, I don't know that we need, right? Because we could always just take the wood and do this, right? Also, that happens still every now and then, and it annoys me. I should really make that dense energy cell. That would probably prevent this from happening. So I'd need 32 Fluix dust. And I'd also need 32 quartz glass. No, I'd need 8 quartz glass. And that should be cool. Yeah, do the thing. You are taking a while, but not that bad. Okay. And then what else we want? Yeah, for now. So let's do the mulch thing. Brown mulch. So this is going to be nice. Tumultuous. Upgrade bonsai, growth, and loot drops, right? So this is going to actually increase the growth rate and the drop chance quite significantly, which basically speeds up resource production, right? And that sounds great to me. Cool. Are you still crafting? You totally are. So we're going to let that craft in the overworld. And then we're just going to... I don't know if there's a way to do this that's good. Right? I don't know if there's a way to do this that's good. But let's put you away. And let's put the interface and the torch away. Just so that we have the inventory space. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, I basically just got to break all these. Like we did, because I don't think there's a way to get the dirt out of there that was already in there, right? Like I don't know if there's a way to swap the dirt. I think we have to break and replace the bonsai to do that. Right? So like, for demonstration purposes, what I'm going to do, just to show you guys how much better this is, we're going to put 2 iron saplings next to each other. One in brown mulch and one in regular dirt. Cool. Boom. Noticeably better, right? How great is that? And that's not even the top tier mulch. right? That's the like lowest tier mulch, right? But noticeably better. And not to forget, you get more resources out of it, right? You have better resources that get produced, right? So this thing's almost 50% done by the time this guy over here on the left finishes. Look at that. That's significant. That's a significant upgrade. And that's the weakest of the mulches. Okay? The weakest of the mulches. Right? So everybody gets upgraded by a mulch means that everybody produces resources faster, which means we're going to get more and more iron, gold, and all the other good stuff that we got going on here, right? So you guys can go back to being lots of iron, because remember, we're always short on iron. And it really doesn't matter which tree goes where, which I love, because it means I don't have to think too hard about, like, all right, which tree are we going to put? Like, when I started the series, I think I was, like, trying to put all the metals in the, like, next to each other and in the dust, and then I'm just like, whatever. Just place the tree. Just put it down. Right? Did we have one empty? I guess we did. Boy, now I'm concerned. Did we have one empty one? I feel like we did, right? We totally had one empty one going on. I hope so. I hope we did. I guess we'll find out if there's like a particular resource that stops being produced. I think we're cool, right? Lead, netherrack, silver, diamond, copper, petrified bone, nickel, emerald, osmium, clay, gravel, dirt. It looks good so far. 3 irons, the tin. Yeah, I think we're good, right? So see how much faster it's all producing resources? I just hope we don't start overwhelming this guy. But if we do, we've still got more speed upgrades we can do, right? We only have 3 out of 8 in there, right? So the concern would be that we're overloading him, but I'm not too worried, right? We're also going to produce a lot more wood, but again, the speed upgrades on the import bus should keep me going, right? Let's fix that power system thing now. The cells from this guy, we should be able to make 8 of these, and then we should be able to get a dense energy cell. And that should be cool. And that's going to fill up with power, courtesy of wireless power setup. And I'm just going to pop him wherever. How about right there? That seems cool to me. Right? So now we've got a buffer of power so that that clearing thing shouldn't happen. All right, so that feels like a wrapping up point to me. So let's wrap up the episode here. We've got the foundations of a sorting system or a applied energistics auto-crafting system in place. We could do some more with that soon. But we've also super cleaned up the base a little bit, right? I think I might run my prestige generator once or twice. We'll see between episodes. I don't know if I'm going to dupe anything in particular. I don't know if there's anything in particular I need to dupe, right? Like, it's funny, like, you give me a tool to dupe with, and I'm just like, eh. To be fair, it takes 10 minutes. It's not like I can hit a button and duplicate an item. It's 10 minutes. But then you can also duplicate lots of items in those 10 minutes. So I don't know. It's funny, like, how my brain's kind of just like, it's cool that I can dupe, but I don't need to. In this pack, you know, you don't need to. So it's kind of, it does make sense that it's legit to dupe items, because it's not super important to do so. All right, for now, Del20 signing off. Very soon, maybe next episode, we could start looking at androids. Sounds fun. I don't know, we'll see. For now, take it easy.